Hey guys, it's Heed. I I was doing really good with not smoking weed, and then, well, a few things happened. Somebody in my life who I don't really know that well offered to smoke one with me, and I felt like I was fine, and it didn't bother me at all. Like, I right away said no. I didn't feel tempted. But then a few days later, I was at somebody's house, and I felt like I knew that the people there smoked and they might share weed with me, and I just started really thinking about wanting to smoke. Like, one of them has a bong, and I was like, I want to use the bong. But I didn't ask. And I think maybe I was also just kind of triggered by the being in a place where I've smoked a lot of times before, and like the social pressure feeling. Like, I don't know. I think, like, I do feel kind of like I have to put on an act of I don't know, being a normal person, not being depressed seeming, like, just, and don't, like, bore people to death about something that people are not interested in. Like, don't, yeah. Like, I know a lot of people aren't really interested in just talking about, like, psychology. A lot of people don't want to just, like, sit there and be like, that's actually a trait of autism. Like, I could see how that would be annoying. Or, like, that's a trait of ADHD. Yeah, just getting so intense into things when it's like people are just not interested. It's polite to just talk about something that they want to talk about, of course, right? A back and forth. I was okay, right. So after that, so I didn't ask in that situation when I was at the people's house. I didn't ask. So I didn't smoke, but I also had to drive with my kids. So I did not smoke, but I did stop to get some. But I only got one joint, and I was like, okay, I'm fine. You're fine. What's the big deal? One joint that's totally under control. Then, but of course, that's not all. So that was one weekend. I never have mixed it with my ADHD drugs. So I bought one joint. I smoked it over the whole weekend. So two days, Saturday and Sunday, I smoked it. And then it was gone. And then I went back to the week just as normal, like taking all my medication, including the ADHD one. And now I ran out of that size of pill because I'm going up in dose. So I'm going from 10 to 20, so doubling, I guess. And she talked about giving me 30, like 30 milligrams, I guess. But anyway, so she didn't, because I was like, oh no, let's not go crazy. Because I thought, it might not be a good idea. So, yeah, tomorrow, it's Sunday now. So tomorrow, I'm going to take the higher dose. So I really don't want to fuck things up. Like, I'm not going to smoke weed tomorrow because I don't want to mix those. I don't know, maybe I'm being, like, over worried about it, but, well, I know when I first started taking this medication, the nurse told me to not smoke weed with it for the first while. And I continued not smoking it because I was nervous about the combining effect. Which I always did enjoy. Like, the drug is the same, it's a central nervous system stimulant, so it's the same type of thing as coffee and, like, energy drinks. And combining those with smoking weed is really fun. Like, I love that mixture of drugs. But, so it's kind of habit forming. So, yeah, I don't want to get into that. If this is something that I'm taking every day of the week, so I don't want to be always wanting to have weed with it, too. I don't know. But, like, I thought before, too, that the drug I'm taking, Effexor it is, for depression and anxiety, I don't know. One of them. I think probably I was being treated for depression? I don't know, I think I do have a lot of anxiety. And I was writing about it, and I was kind of just feeling like, well, a lot of that stuff I was associating with autism. Like, not being able to roll with the punches, kind of like if there's a change in plans, even though it's like not that big of a deal. Like if you were out and about and someone like texted you or called you or whatever and said, can you pick up this thing? Like it's not that big of a deal, right? Just drive to the place and pick up whatever they wanted. Like make it an extra stop, right? But no, that's not at all how I feel about it. I feel like it's a real imposition that you want me to do something for you. I will do it because I can't say no, right? Shit. So, it's so hard. It's so hard to say no because it's like, I don't want to be a jackass, but like, I really don't want to do your extra thing right now. I kind of have my own thing going on, you know? Okay, so, wait, did I totally lose the story there? Okay, let me come back to the story. So I bought the one joint. Then the next weekend was this weekend. So like I said, it's now Sunday. And yesterday, even though it was snowing a lot, and I did not have snow tires on the van, I drove a bunch in and out of a very snow-filled driveway. Not because I wanted to, but because I can't say no. I was doing some errands for a relative, like an elderly relative, so come on, right? So I was driving, but without snow tires and very snowy roads. It was kind of sketchy. I mean, it did feel okay. Like, I didn't feel the vehicle, like, slipping. But, I mean, I was just lucky. And I had to shovel the driveway to do that. I was doing a lot of stuff. Dude, I mopped. That's how intense it was. This is the first time. Maybe I shouldn't admit this, but this was the first time that I mopped the bathroom and kitchen of this place. And we've been living here since October, and it's February. Dude, that's so long. February is number 10, all the way to 2, so like 4 months, is that right? I could be stupid, I don't know. That's a long ass time. But I didn't, like, it wasn't a disaster. If it looked way worse, I would have cleaned it more. I don't know, I just, it seems to be really down to me, so I do sometimes clean, but it's usually the result of actually noticing that something is dirty. But that's a bit excessive, I think. It might be. I should probably clean a little more than that. I changed my bedding, too, so that'll be nice. And, like, I've been upset because my husband hasn't been sleeping in the bed with me, and it sucks. He's not feeling good, and he's been sleeping on the couch, which is insane, because it's a love seat. He must be, like, dying on there. He's taller than me. I couldn't sleep on there. I legit could not sleep on there. If I had to go sleep on the couch, I would just not be sleeping, because I would not be able to sleep on there. How are you going to turn around? What's happening with your neck? You have to bend your legs the whole night? No, sir. I don't think so. I'm sleeping in the bed. There's no question. What the fuck? And it's cold, man. It's just cold. And the guy, the landlord, he should have came. He should have came and did the thing with the internet so that he can control the heat. He's remotely controlling our heat, like the electric heat, baseboard heat. It's kind of ridiculous, because he needs to come to be able to do that again. And it is cold. Like, I'm cold in the bedroom, in my bedroom, and the kid's bedroom is just as far away as mine. My son sleeps like a rock, though, so he probably would never notice if he was cold. But my daughter would. Anyway, I guess I've kind of rambled on and on and on. Now I'm not even going to know what to call this. Bye!